Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Orlando Sentinels and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. With that, let's get down to Mexico City. Standing by for the call, here are Senor Gardner and Senor Davis.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Orlando Sentinels and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's McGee.
Here we go.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Check 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McGee. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
30 base. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Speed grip.
On second down, McCauley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the double. 51. Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll run on first down. McCauley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On second down now, McCauley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
On first down, Croder. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second down, Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. McClendon, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Smith. Finding some room at midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jimenez. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you. Throwing on third down, Smith. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but there's 20 other teams who wouldn't mind being on that road.
You're exactly right about that. But your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset now. How do you break it down so that you're not looking at this whole big road and say to yourself, we've got no shot? You break it down to this game right now, win that one, then worry about the rest of them after that.
And that's exactly right, and the staff told us that. They've been focusing with the players on don't look ahead, but that's hard to do sometimes, is it not?
It is hard to do because the ultimate goal is to do what? Is to win a Super Bowl. So you have to look ahead a little bit, but you make sure you focus on the game at hand.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Good one. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready, break.
On first down, Mooney. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, McCauley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown! From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. He covered every yard of the field plus one in the end zone. A 101-yard return there. Electric. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8 on 2nd down now. McCauley, he'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. On 3rd down, McCauley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
You go tight. You got tight.
On 1st and 10, Smith firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Smith on 1st down. It's complete to Watt. The completion good for 3 at 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Smith on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the 4th and final game here on this wildcard weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. McClendon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw right side complete to Carter. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Ready. 10 logo.
On first down, it's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On the double. 53 for Mike. 3 buds, 3 buds. Let's go.
On first down, Smith completes it to Watt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Smith to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, Mooney. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
70, Indy.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the set. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, watch the slant.
Come.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd down now, Croner, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again is Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 3. Hey, check. 3. Ready.
On 3rd down, McClendon. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Smith going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jimenez. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Ready up. 52, right 52. Here we go, G. Single. Check number 19, check number 19. Now.
Smith now throwing on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Here's Smith throwing again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. They'll look to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Only only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. McCauley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and long. And his throw is incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 10 yards, and it's caught. Touchdown from 6 yards away, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's going to let it fly, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll run on first down. McCauley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they will take a knee here. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Charles on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Day.